5 unity principles is how practical they are. They don't ask us to abandon reason or experience. They invite us to bring our full selves, our hearts, our lived experience into the sacred act of becoming more conscious, becoming more connected, becoming more alive. And let's be honest, sometimes we need a spiritual reset. Yes? You know, the moment when you do the list, your to-do list is longer than your attention span. And your last spiritual practice was talking to the GPS like it was God. Where are you taking me? Let's walk through each of these spiritual truths together and see how they can support us to thrive. Oh, and did you notice the opening video today? It was on the 5 principles, and I actually did not plan that, believe it or not. So all in synchro destiny, which is wonderful. And I said I didn't plan it, but not consciously anyway, right? Who knows? Mm-hmm. Principle 1, God is absolute good, everywhere present. At unity, God is not a person in the sky, but the one presence, one power, active in the universe and in our lives. God the good, omnipotent, all-powerful. I have to be honest, for a long time, I wasn't comfortable with God the good. It didn't sit well with me because I didn't understand it. What did it mean? Everything is good all the time? What's good about war? What's good about hunger? So what does unity mean by God the good? Unity teaches that God is not a being who does good, but the very essence and activity of goodness. The goodness is not about moral judgment, but about divine qualities like love, life, intelligence, peace, creativity, and abundance. It's what Eric Butterworth called the allness of everything. Charles Fillmore said, God is not a superhuman, but the super consciousness in all. This also means that there's no opposing power to God, no devil or force of evil battling against the divine. When I understood what this meant, I shifted my perspective on what I thought it meant to something I could now think about differently, and that resonated with me. To thrive spiritually, we must start by recognizing the presence of the divine in all things, not just in the quiet moments of prayer and the beauty or the sunset, but in traffic, in illness, in uncertainty, and yes, even when the Wi-Fi goes out. Unity teaches God is the name we give to the all-encompassing mind, spirit, energy, whatever name you want to call it, principle and presence that is absolute good. Please affirm with me, there is only one presence and one power active in my life and in the universe, God the good. Principle number 2, we are divine by nature. Because God is everywhere, that means God is also within each of us. This is the second unity principle. We are expressions of the divine. This principle affirms our innate worth, our wholesome and our sacred purpose. We are not broken things trying to become spiritual. We are spiritual beings, remembering who we are. Too often we live from the false belief that we are unworthy or not enough or separate from the divine. This principle corrects that illusion. We are not distant or separate from God. We are the activity of God in human form. In order to thrive, we must not only intellectually accept our divine nature, we must embody it. We must feel it. This means making choices from a place of love, creativity, compassion, and wholeness. And when we forget, when we are in our pajamas, eating cereal for dinner, and questioning our life choices and what took place during the day, that's when we most need to remember, I am divine. I am. Please affirm with me, I am a unique and radiant expression of the divine. Principle number 3, our thoughts create our experiences. This was one that I also had to think about. As we begin to awaken our divine identity, we come into contact with the immense power of our thinking. We are powerful beings. Do you know the saying, thoughts held in mind produce after their kind? Our consciousness creates our experience. This doesn't mean that every difficult thing in our life is our fault. It means that our thoughts and beliefs shape how we interpret and respond to life. And that's what influences the conditions we attract. If we walk around believing life is against us, we will experience resistance. It means that our thoughts and beliefs shape how we interpret and respond to life. If we shift our thinking to trust, love, possibility, and gratitude, we begin to attract and create from a whole new vibrational field. Change your thinking, change your life. Ernest Holmes said that. Spiritual thriving doesn't happen by trying to control your life and other people. Has anyone ever tried that? Control your life or other people? I know I have. It happens by recognizing you're a spiritual being, having a human experience, and working on yourselves. By working on ourselves, we heal from within. Whatever we need to heal, we learn to love ourselves and become more loving, compassionate, and kind. We will then notice how life flows through us and as us. And sometimes the that inner atmosphere looks like a construction zone. Do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. That's okay, because we're building something beautiful. So let's affirm together. I align my thoughts with truth, love, and divine possibility. Principle number 4 is prayer and meditation. These are the most powerful tools for connection. Unity teaches affirmative prayer, prayer that acknowledges the presence and aligns our minds with spiritual truth. This is not about begging a distant deity. It's about remembering and affirming what is already true at the deepest level. Prayer and meditation help you to connect with the still, small voice within. They bring you into alignment with divine mind. They quiet the noise of the world so we can hear the guidance, wisdom, and peace that is always available. Prayer is not to change God, but to change ourselves. That's another quote from Charles Fulmore. In our busy, often chaotic world, spiritual thriving depends on making time for stillness, whether it be 5 minutes in the morning or simply taking a few deep breaths before a meeting. We begin to center ourselves in the sacred rhythm of now. Even if our sacred rhythm includes the dog barking, the kettle boiling over, it still counts. Let's affirm together again. I am guided by the inner light of spirit through affirmative prayer and stillness. And principle number 5. Who knows what that is? I just gave it away, actually. We must live the truth we know. We must act. I don't know if everybody has seen our bookmarks. I think there's some on the shelves. There's the 5 principles, which is love. Love is, which means God is. I am. I think. I affirm. And I act. The 5 principles in a nutshell. But let's dive into the 5th principle a little deeper. The 5th principle is the most challenging and most liberating all at the same time. It asks you to embody your spiritual understanding. Knowing truth is not enough. We must live it. This is where our spiritual integrity shows up. Are we practicing love or just preaching it? Are we forgiving or holding on to resentment? Are we expressing abundance or staying stuck in lack and fear? Every act of kindness, every choice to speak truth with compassion, every willingness to release judgment is a step forward and a step toward thriving. Spiritual maturity is not measured by how much we know. It's measured by how we live, who we be. Don't just believe in God, believe from God in you. That is a unity principle paraphrased. This principle also invites you to serve, to be the hands and feel and feet, the hands and feet of spirit, and feel it. To show up for others with presence and purpose. And let's face it, sometimes living the truth just means not yelling at the slow driver in front of you. Progress, right? Not perfection, but progress. Let's affirm the 5th principle affirmation together. I live the truth I know, and my life is a blessing to the world. These 5 principles form a spiritual map. But more than that, they offer a way of life, a way of being that brings you into harmony with the universe and into right relationship with yourself and others. God is good and everywhere present, so live with trust. We are divine in nature, so live with self-worth and purpose. Thoughts create our experience. Live with mindfulness. Prayer and meditation connect us, so live with guidance and peace. We live the truth we know, so become love in action. Thriving spiritually isn't about being perfect. It's about being willing to return to principle, willing to course correct, willing to see through spiritual eyes, willing to walk the path with intention, humility, and joy. I invite you to consider the 5 principles not as a ladder to climb, but as a circle we return to again and again and again, each time at a deeper level. And if all else fails, remember, breathe, laugh, and maybe talk a little bit kinder to your GPS. Let us now move into a time of quiet reflection and meditation. I invite you to close your eyes if it feels comfortable. Take a deep breath and just let your body soften. Let your shoulders relax. Feel the support beneath you. Let the energy of this moment embrace you. Let go of effort. Let go of tension. Let yourself be breathed. Now imagine yourself surrounded by light. This light is the presence of divine love. It is infinite, eternal, and it is here all times. With each breath, affirm inwardly, I am one with the presence. I am a divine expression of life. My thoughts are creative and aligned with good. I listen in the silence and receive inner guidance. I live the truth I know. And let us just be still and silent for a couple of minutes, feeling these affirmations, feeling the light surrounding us with love and open hearts and joy. Allow yourselves to feel what it means to thrive spiritually, not as something far away, but as something already alive in you. Let this light within you expand. Let it fill your heart. Let it radiate into every area of your life. See yourself walking through your days with clarity, with joy, with peace, with purpose. And when you're ready, bring your awareness back to the room. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Take a gentle breath in and out. And let us say, and so it is.
And so it is.
Thank you.